Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here, I would like to tell you about my experience when I go to from Weda to Pare in Kampung English or English village until I back in Weda again. Okay. When I was about 13 years old, I attend MTS Madrasah Sanawiyah Negeri 1 Sentral Halmahera. In Weda, I live with my grandparents. When I was grade 1, 2 MTS, I was told by my grandfather to take an English course in Paris because my grandfather heard from his adopted son who is taking course in Paris that their children who are only 13 to 17 years old have mastered English well, and some even become teachers and tutors. This is the reason or motivation of my grandfather sending me to take English course in Paris. And to be honest, I feel very happy here that because I can learn on take the number 1 language course in the world, and I can also see the western regions in Indonesia, especially in Java. But on the other hand, I also felt so sad. Why? Because at relatively young age, children or teenagers, I have to go far away from my mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, younger sibling, and friends. So that is make me sad. Finally, on October 22, 2016, or precisely on my 13th birthday, my grandfather and I departed from Weda to Sofifi and continued on the Ternate. When arrived in Ternate, it was already getting late, so they decided to stay overnight at the Trimujur Inn, now in Kota Baru. Yes. In the morning, we immediately got ready to go to Babula Airport Ternate to continue our journey. After arriving at the airport, we waited for our departure schedules, and when our schedules arrived, using Sriwijaya Air, we departed from Ternate to Manado. After arriving in Manado, we transit for 9 hours to wait for the next departure. Long story short, 9 hours have passed. My grandfather and I continue our journey using a lion plane. Yes. From Samratulangi, we headed to Juanda Airport, Surabaya, East Java. Arriving in Surabaya, my grandfather invited me to eat first before continuing the trip to Paris. At the restaurant, I saw the food menu and the price of the meal, I was surprised because the price of food in Java is very cheap. Now, this is very cheap. Much different from the price of food in North Maluku, especially in Medan, Central Maluku. After eating, my grandfather and I continue our journey from Surabaya to Pare by car. After taking almost maybe 3 hours, yes, on the way, we finally arrived in Pare. When we arrived in Pare, we went to my brother's residence named Rizwan. I used to call him with the little brother Riz. Yes. When arrived at his residence, we also rested in his room because it was already night, yes, or to be precise at 11 o'clock waktu Indonesia Barat. Yes. The next day, my grandfather said goodbye. He wanted to back to Weda. So that I will have said yes. After my grandfather left our residence to return to Weda, I was accompanied by my brother to go register in one of the course called holiday course for a month. Before entering one of the best course called HEC2 or Happy English Course 2, we already have to learn the basics in English. So that after we enter it, we can already now eat. A month has passed after being on the holiday course, and Alhamdulillah, I feel like knowledge of English has improved. Yes, a bit. Yes. After that, my brother and I received to HEC2 Happy English Course 2 to register. We took the BTC or Basic English Training Class program for 3 months. Yes. Okay, that's all from my experience or my journey when I go to Pare and until I back to Weda. So that's all from me. If I have many mistakes in my different work, I so sorry and thank you.